Hello humans, animals, cryptids, and all in between. My name is Shai, and today we're going to be talking about my favorite game, and a game that is very, 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 for lack of a better term, very important to me. And we are not going to waste any time, even though I spent a minute trying to figure out an intro that I wrote down already. We're not going to waste any time. Let's jump into it. The year is 2013. There's a slight chill in the air as the tail end of summer starts to breed the start of autumn. Even though it's June. Shut up, let me make a Spaceman Scott reference, goddammit! And a Kickstarter was available for a game known as Undertale. 2 years later, the game released fully for the internet to see. Undertale is a game that needs no explanation for people who are familiar with it, but I'm going to do it anyway. You place the character Frisk, a human that had fallen down into the underground, a place where monsters were sealed after the war between humans and monsters. You will encounter this little shit, Flowey the Flower. He's quick to show you why you shouldn't talk to strangers and nearly kills you, only to be saved by the first nice face you see, Toriel, leading you through the ruins, educating you on the ways of the world and the fundamentals of showing mercy to monsters when you encounter them. Whether you listen to her and spare everyone you come across or murder everyone, but I'll get to that part later. I got halfway into the script and I realized I didn't turn my microphone on or hit record. So I have to do this all over again. I want to die. Are we recording? Please and thank you. Back to the top of the f***ing script. This isn't... This isn't doing good for my voice. I'm very sick. Why am I doing this? You leave the ruins after showing Toriel you are capable of surviving the world that she's trying to protect. You leave the ruins after showing Toriel you are capable of surviving the world that she's been trying to protect you from. You meet Sans and Papyrus, a pair of skeleton brothers that provide the best comic relief in a video game I've seen in a while. They basically just wait for humans to pass through their town of Snowden so that they can pass them on to the king. The king needs 7 human souls, to which he has 6 when Frisk arrives, to rival the magic of 7 human mages that made the barrier that's trapping them all underground. You go through Snowden, befriending everyone you meet. And you finally fight Papyrus. After you quote-unquote defeat him, you go hang out with him at his house. Yes, this is integral to the game. And you make your way to the third area of the game, Waterfall. Your biggest threat in this area is the head of the Royal Guard, Undyne. You basically do the same thing you've been doing this whole time, walking around, befriending everyone you can, and running from Undyne. You encounter Undyne, to which... I write to which a lot. Wow. You encounter Undyne, and she is defeated by the power of heat. Yes, it turns out that running for 15 minutes in a suit of metal armor in an area that's basically a volcano gets very hot. Oh, that voice crack. Oh my god. Undyne collapses. And take note, children. This is how you make friends in later life. You pour water on her head because she's a fish. She's your friend forever now. Oh my god. You make your way to the lab and meet the royal scientist, Alphys, a socially awkward lizard lady who has a love for anime. Same. I don't know if you could tell. She's the one who's been placing the cameras all around the underground watching your journey. She tells you she created a robot named Metaton, originally created to be a human eradication robot turned a robotic entertainer. He quickly becomes the thorn in your side, making your way through Hotland, the 4th area of the underground. You end up fighting Metaton. You defeat him and make your way to the castle. But before you can take the final elevator to the castle, Alphys gives you some heart-stopping news. To return to the surface, it takes a human soul and a monster soul. So you'll have to kill Asgore, take his soul, and go home. And from then on, when you save, you are no longer filled with determination. How is it 3 o'clock already? Holy shit. You make it to the king's house, right before the castle, where every single monster gives you backstory on the royal family. Long ago, a human fell into the ruins. Injured by their fall, they called out for help. The prince, Asriel, heard the humans' call and took them back to the family. King Asgore, Queen Toriel, and their son, Prince Asriel. The royal family raised the child like their own. But one day, the child fell ill. Their last request was to be buried in their village under golden flowers. But there was nothing the monsters could do because they couldn't leave the underground. But Asriel merged his soul with the human soul and crossed through the barrier. He made it to the village, and the humans freaked the fuck out and tried to kill Asriel. And eventually, they succeeded. He got back to the throne room as his home, and his dust scattered across the flowers of the throne room. And this makes Asgore declare war on the human race, and a rule was declared that every human that falls into the underground must die. Then you make it to the Judgment Hall, where Sans informs you the fundamentals of the world. EXP stands for execution points, a way of quantifying the pain you've inflicted on others. When you kill someone, your EXP increases. When you have enough EXP, your love increases. Love, too, is an acronym. It stands for Level of Violence, a way of measuring someone's capacity to hurt. The more you kill, the easier it becomes to distance yourself. The more you distance yourself, the less you will hurt. The more easily you can bring yourself to hurt others. But we never gained any love, meaning we didn't kill anyone. We enter the castle and meet Asgore. He is visibly sad that he has to kill us. And the only fight in the game, we are forced to fight. Even though we've made it this far without fighting, we have to kill Asgore. We knock him down, and he tells us that he doesn't want to kill us. He just wanted to give hope to the underground after his kids died. He then accepts his fate and tells us to take his soul. But we've been merciful this entire time, and we're not going to stop now. Asgore is not sure why we're sparing him after everything he's done to hurt us. But he is ready to set aside his sadness and take care of us with the help of Toriel. And as your life in the underground is looking its best, this is the craziest fight in the game. But with the help of the 6 human souls that came before you, you defeat Flowey. He fully expects you to kill him right there, but we spare him. Not having a soul, he can't grasp why we're showing him mercy after all he did to us, and runs away. After that, you leave the underground in what's called the neutral ending, which is where the Horror Tale AU comes from, but we're not getting into that shit. It feels really unsatisfying that this is where the game ends. This can't be it, right? No. Flowey tells us that maybe Alphys has the key to our happiness. There's some stuff we still haven't done. We go back to Snowdin to Papyrus's house, where we talk to Undyne. She gives us a letter to give to Alphys. We give the letter to Alphys, whatever. And she thinks that we wrote the letter. So she takes us on a date with her. I wonder what was in the letter, Undyne. Get some lovey-doveys for the lady. It's revealed that Alphys likes Undyne and wants to go on a date with her. Yay, lesbian! We help Alphys with her fear of asking Undyne out. She gives us the key to her true lab, where experiments were done to make human souls out of monster souls, which is impossible, because all of the souls of the monsters underground combined wouldn't even equal the power of a single human soul. But that's besides the point. The experiments failed and created the amalgamates, congealed monsters held together by a liquid discovered by Alphys called determination. This is what Alphys was so afraid of everyone finding out. So much so that the letters of the family members of the amalgamates were unopened on Alphys' desk. She didn't want to confront them. But this is what we had to do to achieve the true pacifist ending. You go back to the castle, but instead of fighting Azura again, Toriel Hadoukens her ex-husband, along with Sans, Papyrus, Undyne, and Alphys. Everything is finally perfect. Oh goddamn, Flowey still gets the human souls, and along with absorbing everyone in the underground, why he didn't do this in the neutral ending, I have no idea. He becomes his true form. He becomes his true form like some Dragon Ball shit. He becomes Azrael. Whoa! He becomes Azrael, the god of hyperdeath. What the hell? What kind of a name is that? Did a kid come up with that? Yes. Is this what being high is like? This fight is incredible. It feels satisfying, in a way the neutral ending didn't. You finish the first phase, since I guess Azrael really likes Souls games. Azrael transforms into what I like to call his Angel of Death form. We give Azrael an existential crisis in the form of reminding him what feeling love is like, and turns him into his normal self. Look at the baby! And the pacifist route ends with Azrael shattering the barrier and the monsters go free. This is the best ending to a video game I've ever seen! Now we're all happy, right? Now let me go and fuck that feeling up right quick! The genocide route is easily the best representation of true evil in a video game. You fully disregard Toriel's request to spare everyone and murder everyone. But in a normal that was the only one that wasn't intentional! But in a regular video game, this is where it ends. You kill everyone, but get somewhat the same ending. But Undertale does this completely differently. It makes it very clear that everyone in the entire underground is scared of you now. By the time you've killed Toriel and left the ruins, almost the entire underground is evacuated. The way Undertale makes you feel awful about killing everyone by making the game absolutely boring as hell and putting characters in your way whose sole purpose is to make you reset. Now, we gotta get to the point of this video. Oh yeah, that was just the context. I just wanted an excuse to talk about Undertale. This video was only gonna be like 5 minutes long if I went with just the original plan. I just wanted to summarize the game and talk about it. What Undertale means to me. I got into Undertale in 2020, and this was fun to watch the game. And my uncle eventually got the game for me on my Nintendo Switch. Now, how did this get me through the, quote, most difficult years of my life? Now, let me introduce you to a word called divorce. And don't get me wrong, both my parents are happily remarried now, and I love all of my parents. My dad takes me hunting, and that's the funnest thing I've ever done. But the first year of that, of like my parents being separated and all that, it's kind of difficult. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, regardless of how good my life is now, it won't not be difficult. And the thing that got me through it was Undertale. The writing was great, and it was the best I've ever seen in a game. The characters were funny, the soundtrack is great, and the storytelling. And my favorite line in this game is something that has stuck with me for years after my initial playthrough. Despite everything, it's still you. After everything you've been through, life-changing experiences, deaths, important events, despite everything, it's still you. What are you doing? No, you're not allowed to do cocaine. And this line means more to me now in 2026. Despite high school, my job, breakup, it's still me. Deep down inside, no matter how much I change, there was still a little piece inside that is still me. And I'm going off script now because this is all I wrote. Undertale makes me feel great every single time. I have replayed this game so much. I just realized that the panels on my wall kind of look like a swastika. This is what happens when I go off script. And I'm not going to talk as long as I did for the rest of the video, since one of my nostrils is starting to clog up. My throat hurts. Undertale is a game that will not cease to make me cry every single time I play it. Just, I think Toby Fox did some dark magic shit, where, every time someone plays the game, he's just like, yes, cry. But Undertale will never cease to be my favorite game. It is my favorite game and will always be my favorite game. I'm gonna get despite everything, it's still you tattooed on my body the day of my 18th birthday. I will see fit to do that. I have made so many friends because of Undertale. I have met so many amazing people because of Undertale. And some of those people are my best friends. You know who you are, people who are gonna go in the video. You know who you are. Undertale has just changed my life for the better. And I can't see a world where I never encounter Undertale. I asked my friend a question the other day about my friend asked me a question the other day. If I could go back and experience something again, what would it do? What would it be? I would go play Undertale again. I would load up my save file and replay the pacifist playthrough. Because no matter how many times I play it, it's still great. But that first time playing the pacifist run, it's special. Whew, why am I emotional now? Eyes, stop creating moisture. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you guys like these video essay format videos, because I loved writing it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!